Isn't it a weird experience? I mean, you could be decades out of school, you have a whole life, a career, a family, and then bam, you fall asleep and you're right back there, walking down those hallways, staring at that old locker. So, what on earth is going on? Why does our brain keep dragging us back to high school? Well, let's get into it.
You'll know this feeling. Your heart just starts pounding. You get that cold sweat and it's just pure panic. You're at a desk, there's a test in front of you, and you suddenly realize you haven't been to this class all semester. Or maybe you can't get your locker open and the bell is about to ring. It feels so real. But why this specific dream? Why always back in high school?
Okay, so here's the big secret, right up front. These dreams, they're almost never actually about high school. Seriously, it's not some strange nostalgic glitch in your brain. Your subconscious is just using the setting of high school as a stage to send you a really important message about what you're dealing with right now, today.
So why does the brain love using high school as its go-to backdrop for our modern-day stress? To figure that out, we kind of have to peek behind the curtain and see what our brain is actually up to while we're sleeping. It's this really cool process that separates the biological how from the psychological why.
It's probably easiest to think about this in two parts. So on one side, you've got the science. During REM sleep, our brain is working overtime, sorting through emotions, filing away memories. That's the how it all happens. But on the other side, you've got the why. That's the art of interpretation, where we can look at the symbols in our dreams to get clues about our waking life. And that's what we're going to focus on.
So here's the thing. For most of us, high school was the original blueprint for so many big life feelings. It was probably the first time you felt that really intense, high-stakes pressure to perform. It was a pressure cooker for figuring out who you even are. And let's be honest, for a lot of us, it holds some unfinished business. So when your brain needs a quick and easy metaphor for stress or identity questions today, it just pulls up its original blueprint, high school. Okay, so now that we've got the basic theory down, let's have some fun with it. Let's become dream detectives for a minute. We're gonna dive into 3 of the most common high school dreams and crack the code on what your brain might actually be trying to tell you. This is the big one. The test you forgot was happening. The final exam you are completely unprepared for. It might also show up as not being able to remember your locker combination. The details change, but that feeling of being totally, hopelessly unprepared, it's always the same. So, what's this really about? Well, I can tell you it has nothing to do with your grade in algebra. This dream is a classic sign of imposter syndrome. It tends to pop up when you're facing something in your life right now, maybe a new job, a big presentation, where you feel like you're being judged and you're terrified that you just can't meet expectations. All right, on to our next classic scenario. You're wandering the school, but the hallways are a maze. They just keep twisting and turning, and they never end. You know you're supposed to be somewhere, but you have no idea where you are, and you just feel more and more lost. In this dream, the hallways are a giant metaphor for your life's path. It's a huge sign that you might be feeling a little adrift, a little unsure about what's next for you in real life. It's super common when you're going through a career change, thinking about moving, or any big life transition where the future feels, well, a little fuzzy. And finally, the social dream. All of a sudden, you're face to face with people you haven't seen in forever. It could be an old friend, that crush you had, or maybe even that one rival you were always competing with. And the whole interaction just feels important. The key thing to remember here is that these people are symbols. Dreaming about an old rival doesn't mean you should go look them up online. It's way more likely that you're dealing with feelings of competition or inadequacy in a situation right now. Your brain is just using that person's face as a shortcut for that feeling. It's never about them, it's about what they represent to you. Okay, now that we've decoded a few of the most common dreams, let's get really practical. You don't need some fancy dream dictionary or an expert to figure this stuff out. You already have all the tools you need to become your own interpreter, and believe me, it's a lot simpler than you think.
Here it is, your 3-step guide. Number 1, the second you wake up, before you do anything else, just capture the core feeling. Were you panicked, trapped, even nostalgic? Just name the emotion. 2, ask yourself the most important question. Where in my current life am I feeling this exact same way? This is the bridge from your dream to your reality. And finally, number 3, look at the symbols. If you are failing a math test, ask yourself, what problem in my life feels unsolvable right now? And boom, that's how you connect the dots. So, the next time you wake up in a sweat from that final exam nightmare, don't just laugh it off as a random brain glitch. See it for what it really is, a custom message sent from your subconscious to you. It's not there to haunt you about the past, it's there to help you navigate the present. The only real question left is, are you ready to listen?